Marie Cosgrove joins us right now, the author of Greater Fortune, Essential Lessons from the Entrepreneur who she bought the company that fired her. I love that.
Wouldn't it be fun to do that?
Yes, exactly. She joins us right now to talk a little recession anxiety. And I guess this can come in all kinds of ways, Marie. It could be, hey, losing sleep at night, having $13 in your pocket, knowing you got to get gasoline. I mean, there's all kinds of ways you could be facing recession anxiety, but it's becoming a real problem, is it not?
It sure is. In fact, I was just in Florida speaking at Full Throttle to a group of entrepreneurs, highly successful people, and they're stressed out about it. And they're talking about, gas prices. And so it is a real thing among 63% of Americans are going through this.
Yeah, so how do you block it out, though? How do you take it out of mind when we do know that this is, it's looming ahead of us?
Well, first of all, we need to recognize it, face it, and then make a plan. So a lot of times what we do is we tend to look at this and it becomes an overwhelming problem. But what we can do is we can look ahead 13, 15 years. This is not going to be forever. There have been recessions. We've recovered from it. Start making a plan. What can we do right now? Whether if you have an extra, $50, put that towards your mortgage payment. Try to put down your debt and take that down. Start making a budget. If you are extremely stressed, talk to someone, talk to a therapist. I think it is so important right now when people are having anxiety to seek help. There's nothing wrong with seeking help, and we become too prideful or we think it's a shameful thing, and we associate it with, we lack of faith or people are going to think I'm weak. But if you're having anxiety and stress, maybe you talk to a financial advisor to help you get things in order. Maybe you talk to a life coach or you talk to a counselor that specializes in that, because there's nothing wrong with seeking help. And right now we really need to be resilient. I mean, we can snap under pressure or we can be resilient and be able to, like a rubber band, come back and not snap under that pressure. And I think right now it is so important to do that. And remember, there's 63% of Americans that are going through that are living through paycheck through paycheck. So you're not alone. You're not the only one going through this. So, take a step back and start making a plan on, where you are right now, what's your budget. And you may be worried. I know a lot of people, everybody's talking about this. This is going to happen for sure. But there are companies who are saying, maybe this isn't going to happen. We don't know. And what it is, fear, false evidence appearing real. And we're already fearful of something that hasn't even happened yet. So take control of what you can right now, which is your budget, your spending habits right now. Take control of what you can right now and stop worrying about what hasn't even happened. And if you take control now, you're going to be better prepared if a recession does happen.
Award-winning speaker and author of Greater Fortune, Essential Lessons from the Entrepreneur Who Bought the Company That Fired Her. Marie Cosgrove is with us. We're talking about recession fears. This is the realist in me, or my guys here that we work with say the pessimist in me. We're $30 trillion in debt, and we're relying on the same board of directors to get us out of a recession or stop it. How does that work?
Well, I remember the Obama era when Obama was president, and that's about the time I got fired and had to start a new company with no investors whatsoever. And 50% of the FDA clearances were being denied. And everybody said, you're crazy for trying to do this. Got it done, built a $14 million company when times were really bad, and was able to scale it to buy the company that fired me. So what we tend to do is we're looking for government to provide solutions. We know they can't do that. So it has to start at home, and it has to start with personal responsibility of where you are right now, because government's never been able to do that for you. And you're looking at a government that has put us into this debt. I mean, the debt is it's astronomical. We're never going to be able to recover unless we make some drastic changes, and it doesn't look like our government's going there. So you have to take personal responsibility yourself. It starts at home, and it starts with making a plan, budgeting, taking down that debt, that credit card debt. Maybe you have an extra $5, pay that off. Look for opportunities. We tend to stress out, and like I said earlier, fear, false evidence appearing real. You can either participate in it or decide, I'm not going to participate in this. What can I do today? What are some steps I can take? Well, I can pay this off early.
Yeah.
I can take on an extra work. Take on that personal responsibility. Look for opportunities. We tend to also give up on our dreams.
Yeah, don't do that.
Our desires.
Yep.
Don't do that.
Yep.
I just interviewed yesterday on the new show, the Moxie Experience. I interviewed Hector Cantu. He's the creator of Baldo, the first Hispanic family cartoon strip that's syndicated. You see it on the Sunday Comics with Garfield and all these. I asked him, how old were you when you started this? 40 years old when he got syndicated, and he was working as a reporter journalist. But he was 40 years old before he got syndicated. He never gave up on submitting the cartoon strip, and it's been running for 20 years.
Marie, we're going to have to go. We appreciate your time, and good luck to you in the future. And we appreciate you being
stuff there,
on with us this morning.
Yes.
Marie Cosgrove.